is a social goal about the ability of people to coexist on Earth over a long time. Specific definitions of this term are difficult to agree on. They have varied with literature, context, and time. Experts often describe sustainability as having three dimensions, or pillars. These are environmental, economic, and social. Many publications state that the environmental dimension is the most important. So in everyday use, sustainability often focuses on countering major environmental problems. These include climate change and loss of biodiversity. They also include loss of ecosystem services, land degradation, and air and water pollution. The idea of sustainability can guide decisions at the global, national, and individual levels, e.g. sustainable living. A related concept is sustainable development, and the terms are often used to mean the same thing. UNESCO distinguishes the two like this: sustainability is often thought of as a long-term goal, i.e. a more sustainable world, while sustainable development refers to the many processes and pathways to achieve it. The economic dimension of sustainability is controversial. Scholars have discussed this aspect under the concept of weak and strong sustainability. For example, there will always be tension between the ideas of welfare and prosperity for all and environmental conservation. So trade-offs are necessary. Approaches that decouple economic growth from environmental deterioration would be desirable. But they are difficult to carry out. Measuring sustainability is difficult. Indicators consider environmental, social, and economic domains. The metrics are evolving. They include certification systems, types of corporate accounting, and types of index. It is necessary to address many barriers to sustainability to make a sustainability transition possible. Some barriers arise from nature and its complexity. Other barriers are extrinsic to the concept of sustainability. For example, they can result from the dominant institutional frameworks in countries. There are many approaches people can take to transition to environmental sustainability. These include maintaining ecosystem services, reducing food waste, and promoting dietary shifts towards plant-based foods. Another is reducing population growth by cutting fertility rates. Others are promoting new green technologies, and adopting renewable energy sources while phasing out subsidies to fossil fuels. The United Nations agreed the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, in 2015. These set a global agenda for sustainable development, with a deadline of 2030. One option to overcome barriers to sustainable development is to decouple economic growth from environmental conservation. This means using fewer resources per unit of output even while growing the economy. This reduces the environmental impact of economic growth, such as pollution. Doing this is difficult. Some experts say there is no evidence that it is happening at the required scale. Global issues are difficult to tackle as they need global solutions. Existing global organizations such as the UN and WTO are inefficient in enforcing current global regulations. One reason for this is the lack of suitable sanctioning mechanisms. 135 to 145 governments are not the only sources of action for sustainability. Business groups have tried to integrate ecological concerns with economic activity. Religious leaders have stressed the need for caring for nature and environmental stability. Individuals can also live in a more sustainable way. The concept of sustainability has faced various criticisms. One is that the concept is vague and only a buzzword. Another is that sustainability might be an impossible goal. Some experts have pointed out that no country is delivering what its citizens need without transgressing the biophysical planetary boundaries. 11. Current usage. Sustainability is regarded as a normative concept. This means it is based on what people value or find desirable. The quest for sustainability involves connecting what is known through scientific study to applications in pursuit of what people want for the future. The 1983 UN Commission on Environment and Development, Brundtland Commission, had a big influence on how we use the term sustainability today. The Commission's 1987 Brundtland Report provided a definition of sustainable development. The report, Our Common Future, defines it as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. The report helped bring sustainability into the mainstream of policy discussions. It also popularized the concept of sustainable development. Some other key concepts to illustrate the meaning of sustainability include: it may be a fuzzy concept, but in a positive sense, the goals are more important than the approaches or means applied. It connects with other essential concepts such as resilience, adaptive capacity, and vulnerability. Choices matter. It is not possible to sustain everything, everywhere, forever. Scale matters in both space and time, and place matters. Limits exist. See planetary boundaries.